In a small village, surrounded by green fields and a river, there lived a young girl named Aarti. She was 17 years old with big dreams and an even bigger heart. Aarti's eyes sparkled with hope every time she thought about her future. She often dreamed of becoming a teacher, a role that would allow her to educate young children in her village and bring positive change to her community. But life in the village wasn't easy, especially for a girl like Aarti. Every morning, as the sun rose over the horizon, Aarti was already up, helping her mother with chores. The house was always full of responsibilities, washing clothes by the river, gathering firewood from the nearby forest, and cooking meals for the family. Her father, though kind, worked long hours in the fields, and her younger siblings always needed care. There was little time for Aarti to think about her own future. Even with so much work to do, Aarti loved to read. Whenever she could, she would sneak away to a quiet corner of the house and read. Her heart longed to be in a classroom, teaching young children, sharing the knowledge she had gained. But every time she thought about taking a step towards her dream, she felt the heavy weight of her responsibilities. I can't leave the house, Aarti thought to herself. How will everything get done if I go to school or take a job? One evening, after finishing her chores, Aarti sat on the porch and looked at the fields. The sun was setting, and the sky was full of warm colors. An old woman named Amma was known for her wisdom, her quiet strength, and her ability to see the potential in everyone. Amma noticed Aarti sitting alone, lost in thought. She walked over and sat next to her. "What's troubling you, my child?" she asked, her voice soft but filled with warmth. Aarti hesitated at first, but then she spoke. "I have dreams, Amma. I want to teach. I want to help children learn and see the world differently. But there's so much to do here at home. I can't leave. I don't know how to balance everything." Amma smiled, her wrinkled face glowing with kindness. "Aarti, my dear, you are already a teacher. Every meal you cook, every lesson you help your younger siblings learn, every day you spend working is teaching you something valuable. But remember, if you want to achieve something big, you must take small steps. You don't need to change everything at once. Start with one small change and see where it leads." Aarti looked at Amma, confused. "But how?" Amma smiled warmly and told her to think about it. The next morning, Aarti decided to try what Amma had said. She didn't try to do everything, but she took one small step. She started teaching her younger siblings in the evenings after the chores were done. Using old notebooks and a piece of chalk, she taught them what she had learned from her books. She noticed that her siblings were excited to learn from her, and Aarti felt happy. One day, Aarti walked to the nearby school just to talk to the headmaster. She explained her situation, how she couldn't come to school every day because of the housework, but that she still had a strong desire to teach. The headmaster, impressed by her passion, suggested that she could help teach in the evenings after school hours. It wasn't a full-time job, but it was a start. With Amma's advice in mind, Aarti began to balance her home responsibilities with her new role as a teacher. It wasn't easy. Every day was a balance between the work that needed to be done at home and the time she spent teaching the village children. There were days when she felt exhausted, when she wanted to quit. But every time she saw the smiles on the children's faces when they learned something new, Aarti felt a spark inside her. Her family saw the change in her too. They noticed how she had become more confident, how she spoke about her dreams with renewed energy. Slowly, they started supporting her in small ways. Her younger siblings would help with chores, and her father would make sure to finish his work in the fields early so Aarti could teach in the evening. Aarti continued teaching, even though it was hard. The children she taught started to do better in their studies, and the villagers saw how much she cared. Some villagers even asked her to tutor their children. One day, a woman from a nearby village came to Aarti with an offer to teach at a government school in the town. It wasn't the big teaching job Aarti had dreamed of, but it was a good opportunity. Aarti was unsure if she could handle the extra work, but she knew this was her chance to do something bigger. With the support of her family and Amma's encouragement, Aarti decided to take the opportunity. She started teaching at the school. It was difficult, but Aarti learned how to balance her dreams with her responsibilities. Aarti became a well-loved teacher in her village. She had proven that no matter how difficult life may seem, if you take small steps, you can achieve your dreams. And so, Aarti's journey teaches us a profound lesson. No matter how heavy the weight of responsibilities, with determination and perseverance, dreams can be turned into reality. Her story is a reminder that challenges are not barriers, but stepping stones to success. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who might need this motivation, and leave your thoughts in the comments below.